relax and
watch the photos roll in from all of you guys with your gorgeous artwork that you're going to make, your gorgeous spring florals.
Yeah.
Hello. So if you are hopping in here on our our finale party, this is our final live Q&A with Aggie and Shelly, and we'll answer all of your questions if you still have any, and review anything that you want to review, and just kind of hang out. And thank you for being with us all week. So I'm going to pull up the comments here. Looks like there's 4 of them already. Yay. Of course, we got Teresa in the house. Tell us what beverage you're drinking. Hi, Dolores. Denise. Hello, Denise. Our folly fearless teachers. She didn't say that. I said that. Hi, Lori. Hello. I've just been getting so much great feedback from you guys. Thank you so much. Everybody has really enjoyed the lives and really, really enjoying the class so far. I know we haven't seen people sharing photos yet. Howdy, Laura. Hello. And I think that's because people are ordering supplies, which I'm just so excited for you. Yeah. Supplies are so much fun, aren't they?
Well, even though this is our finale, our kind of final hang out with you live, we're still here. We're still in this group. So we want you to know, as you're going through making your piece, come in, post about it, chat with us. We're here to help still. We're not going to disappear on you. Hey, Sandy.
Yeah. Well, of course, we're always with you. Yeah. We hang out in all the different classrooms that we've created, and of course, in the main membership. So we're all over the place.
We're everywhere.
Hey, Donna.
We really are.
She's really enjoying the class. Hello. Yeah. Tell us what beverage you're sipping on tonight. I've got, I know it's bad. I love Crystal Light lemonade. I know it's bad.
You don't have the tea in it.
Yeah, I don't have the tea in it tonight. And I don't have the, it's not a keto margarita.
Liz brought it up in chat today that our retreat special keto margarita. So I had to make one in Liz's.
Ooh.
In Liz's.
You do have that little glow about you. I can kind of see it in your eyes. Oh no, wait, that's tiredness.
It is. It's exhaustion.
I hope that didn't mean to sound mean. You know, I love you. She was telling me about the cat's charade at 2:30 in the morning. So, isn't that fun when that happens?
Oh my goodness. I got no sleep.
So Lori has green tea. Oh, you're so healthy. That is so good.
I like green tea in the afternoon. It has less caffeine, so it doesn't keep you.
Green tea does something a little weird to me. It makes me, I wish I could drink it more, but I can't. I just, plain old water, good old H2O.
Yeah.
She says not. So we've got prizes. Probably every 15, I don't know. We're not going to be in here. We're probably going to be here for about 30 minutes or so. So maybe every 10 minutes or so, we'll do another prize drawing. I've still got prizes. Can you believe it?
Hi, Tanya.
Oh my goodness. Oh, we didn't get an aloha.
Happy Easter weekend. Sorry, I didn't mean to bump the table.
Oh, I love Spindrift. Which flavor?
I've never had Spindrift.
The lemon. I think the lemon was really good.
Hi.
It's a little pricey over here by me though. Hello, Higgy. Oh, sweet Higgy. Does he have doggy breath?
he just had a great big large dog burp in my ear.
Oh.
Like, excuse you.
Oh, who's painting another Etsy order? Yay.
Who's that? Who's painting an Etsy order? Yes. Oh, Liz. Good for you.
Hi, Liz.
Liz is.
Hi. Liz
is smashing it on Etsy.
Crushing it. So I wanted to share this graphic I made and just kind of, what are your thoughts about this, ladies? Higgins. Hey, Christina.
Hi, Christina.
Making a decision. Like, we wanted to ask you guys, like, were you, I don't know, are we kindred spirits? Like, have you always kind of felt like, oh, wouldn't it be nice to make art? And I wonder if I could be an artist, or, is that somewhere deep inside of you and you've kind of long since forgotten that you have that in you? Have you kind of I mean, I think that since you're here, it means that you are interested, something is calling you to create, and you're getting a taste of it. Hopefully we're hooking you in, we're drawing you into our little web, and you're going to want to create more. And we just want to tell you, we are here for it. We are your girls. I think I've told you that already a couple times. Yeah, I want to hear about your dreams. I want to hear about what's holding you back on pulling the trigger and joining the membership.
Yeah, what are your goals? That I think it's fun to sit back and think, what is the thing I want to do? Either the thing I want to learn or the thing I want to achieve in my art business. I'd love to hear from our friends that are here. If you could dream the big dream, what would be the thing that you would accomplish with your art, either a skill or your art business?
It's so good for us to talk about our art. A lot of us don't even have the words really, and we're just so shaky about getting it out loud. It's hard, right? To even recognize it.
I think Carol Ann brings up an amazing point about confidence, and we see that a lot with the members. I think it's one of the most prominent things. And even people who have done art forever and ever, like Aggie, I've painted my whole life. We have those days where we think, I just don't think I can do this. Yeah. And it's nice to have those friends behind you that remind you, yes, you can. Don't stop being silly. Yes, you can. Yeah. So that's, it's one of the things that the membership brings to you is those friends behind you saying, I believe in you. And it's a big deal.
We really do need that. And we really do need the reminder that we are not alone. The gremlins come along, the negative thoughts and anxious energy can kind of come up. We can get triggered by things, just even the least little thing, you weren't expecting it. And bammo, something comes along, and maybe it's a comment, or I don't know, even the way your husband looks at you, or who knows. And all of a sudden, I could just start spinning, and it can be a bad day. I know I've had to tell him, I don't want to watch any of the sad dog videos. I don't want to break the seal and cry, because I'll be crying all day.
Yeah.
Days like that where you're just emotional.
Definitely. And we all have the life things that go on. It's one of the things I talked about in the Pelican Bay class a lot. When you have big life things that are happening, it takes up a lot of your brain space, and it becomes hard to concentrate on the thing that you want to do. And we have to be patient with ourselves, and we have to give ourselves a break. What we're doing is hard. It's a process. We have to allow ourselves to have the feelings. Lori's saying she didn't know she had it until June. I know, look at what you're doing now. It's amazing what you're doing, Lori. And
I know I've heard it time and time again. When we can sit back and have a comfortable conversation like this and open up in a place of where, a safe place. I hear that a lot. I hear that from our members. I hear it from my new students. We hear it all the time. And I just want to let you know, in case it's not perfectly evident, that this membership and what Shelly and I do is for everyone. It is for all levels. It's for beginners. If you're anxious about the blank canvas, if you've really not painted, we've got, Lori's a perfect example. We were just talking about Lori. Lori never painted, and she's painting now, and she's only been in the membership 6 months, right? Or how long, Lori?
She's not just painting. She's making some amazing masterpieces that are, incredible.
We all have that. We all come from a place of, gosh, I just don't know if I have it in me. And sometimes Shelly and I, we kind of struggle with, is this going to be too intimidating of a class? We've got people that are, more advanced and really want the show-stopping, really nice pieces. And I've had people say to me, oh, I could never do that mermaid. Well, don't never say never.
Right.
You don't have to do my version of the mermaid, but you can certainly do a mermaid. You don't know until you try. And the way that we teach it step by step. We show you all the steps. We support you. If you've got additional questions, we're here for you. We can do it. We can do an extra live.
Sure.
And show you a certain technique. I do it all the time. Shelly does it all the time.
Yep.
We really are here for you. We are a smaller, intimate membership, and we are for everyone. So I just want you to feel rest assured that if any of our classes look like they are way beyond you, they're not. You can get there. I promise you.
I think one of the amazing things I wanted to share on that is we really take you through the whole process. So for many of our pieces, we've never painted it before ourselves either. So we're figuring it out with you. In the Pelican Bay class that I just finished, I shared my struggles with it and shared what I did to overcome those struggles. And I think that when you see that as a student of the class and see that it's not ruined, you can fix it. Here's how. So we're not just coming in with this thing that we've painted 5 million times and saying, look, it's easy. We're showing you the struggle we had and how to fix it.
And we don't know how it's going to end up looking. You're actually seeing the class being built, in action. You're seeing it come to life. We don't have it, sometimes we might have it ahead of time, but you're seeing hearing the thought process and seeing the class develop. So if you want me to try some other kind of glass, what would happen if you did this, Aggie? I can do that. Within reason, I can, let's try that. Let's throw some this on there and let's do, and we've done that many times.
I love this comment. Carol Ann says she has confidence just since she's joined this last week. Yes, that just makes my heart so happy. It's what we do in the membership. It's what we see over and over again every week. Somebody coming in and commenting about what they achieved or what they accomplished or a goal that they got to. And it's so rewarding to see that with our friends. That makes me so happy.
I wrote down a bunch of things I wanted to share with you because it's hard to remember all the things when you're live. And I think it's pretty obvious. I'm still learning how to be a streamer and an effective speaker. I'm better than I used to be. I'm not perfect, but I don't have to be perfect. I think that it's okay if people see the vulnerability and that I am a little bit flawed, and because we all are in some way. So I think we can all relate to each other. But I just wanted to share with you what I've got here, a little thing to tell you. I really do believe that the way to stop that doubt, you can't sit in that. You can't let yourself stay in that space. It's not good for you. And the way to smash that fear, what I have realized is I may as well make a decision. Not making a decision is a decision. And I just want you to know, okay, so if you have a lack of belief in yourself, or, if you're timid about putting your artwork out there, I totally understand that. We all understand that. It is very scary. But when you are brave, when you don't let that fear be the boss and you step into it and take that chance, you're going to come out on the other side victorious. You're going to come out on the other side with a newfound confidence. And, it wasn't that bad. Nobody died. And I'm still here and breathing. And hey, I did it,
I love that comment from Denise too. Yeah.
You don't have those negative thoughts. They come in. Those negative thoughts steal your dreams. Don't let those negative thoughts steal your dreams.
I think that's what I was saying about the classes and how we put them together. We could, structure them and just show you the good stuff. We're real people. And in reality, every artist that sets down to paint something, whether they've been painting for 500 years or 2 days, they're making their best guess about how they want to approach this. and they're problem solving as they go along. So we take you along with us. And we think that when we're problem solving with you, you're learning that problem solving. We're not just showing you, hey, look at this fantastic thing I painted and it was so easy. Sometimes things are hard, and hard is okay. It means you're growing, it means that you're getting better.
Exactly.
Carol
So,
Ann.
yeah, Carol Ann. I love Carol Ann. It's so nice to have, a lot of us are introverts. I'm kind of introvert extrovert. I love it when we've got a new member who dives right in and verbalizes and shares. That's just so awesome. Thank you, Carol Ann.
And I think a lot of our friends have been in the Etsy class, have followed it. It's set up to take you from the very beginning, just the very first screen you come to when you go in to set up your new shop, all the way through to your store is open and you're ready to sell. And just like all the other classes with Aggie and I, we're there to help you. So if you're in your Etsy shop and have a question, all you have to do in that group is post a question, and I'm right there to answer or help you figure out. If I don't know the answer, I'll help you find it. So it's great to have the support behind you.
So tell us in the comments too. We've got so many great comments to share here already.
We do.
Tell me in the comments can you relate to making a decision about something and how immediately you felt relieved, or immediately things started shifting for you as soon as you just made a decision? I have experienced that over and over and over again. One thing I'll say, it's always the fear doesn't totally go away, but when I've been doing this membership for 5 years, and when I shifted to the online space from teaching in person, I really didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know how to run a membership. I didn't know if anybody would even join me. I had a very successful in-person business, and it was hard to walk away from that, but I really didn't enjoy it anymore. I knew I had a lot more to offer. So I didn't quite know how I was going to do it. So I took the classes. I realized I needed to spend some money and invest in, how do I do this? Because I don't know. I need a class. I need to learn this. And then I'm going to confess something to you. I sat on the fence. I was in there. I spent the money. But when I found out all the things that you have to do, I just kind of hemmed and hawed, and what do they call it? I sat on the fence and watched, but I didn't do the things that my mentor was telling me to do. I just resisted. I resisted because I was afraid. I was afraid. I didn't want to commit.
I think that's one of the great things about you in this group. You have a way of convincing everyone, including me, that you can do it. And when you have that little push, we all need a little push sometimes. And we have a separate chat called the Star Sellers group, where people that are in there are really just in there with the focus on becoming better sellers. And we're really much more pushy in there than
yeah.
But sometimes you need a little kick. Hey, you can do this. What are you waiting for? Go do this thing.
Yeah.
So,
and sometimes the not doing, like for me, when I was in that mentoring group, I guess I have a little bit, I'm not really competitive, but if I'm over here on the sidelines and all these ladies that came in here with me at the same time are getting ahead, and this one started a membership and she got 30 members to join, and I still haven't even done all the lessons.
Yeah.
I mean, that was me. I'm confessing that was me.
Yeah.
When you realize that your peers are achieving their dreams and you're not because of your own inaction, well, that's the kick in the pants right there.
Yeah. And we've seen it happen so many times.
Yeah.
Liz stated here, she would have never had the courage to start her Etsy store without the guidance. And it really is. That's one of those things. And anytime anybody in the group says, I don't know if I want to start the Etsy store, I give them a little kick, because why? It's a no-brainer.
It's not going to hurt you. It doesn't hurt anything. You're not going to lose anything. You can only really gain.
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying. When you make a decision to take an action, it's how can it really hurt you? You know, you can only gain, you can only learn a new thing. And if it works, it works. And if it doesn't, okay, what's the big deal? You know? So anyway.
We're here for you.
Lori says, I love the members, all the wonderful women who have supported me and helped me so much, always sharing and caring. Thank you, everyone. And Lori, you are such a positive and sharing person all the time, always there. You know, wow, you are wonderful. You're one of those wonderful women, like majorly. So we appreciate you so much. Oh, look at this. Is it true that Etsy takes 46% of your profit? Oh my goodness. No.
No, Etsy has some fees, but the reality is no matter where you sell, whether we have a Painter's Journey website, we pay some fees when we sell things there. If you pay for a domain, that domain costs you some money every year. So wherever you sell, there are going to be fees. So no, Etsy doesn't charge you 46%.
Oh, I set a goal and I've been crushing the goals. Yes.
It's so
I'm going back and looking at some other comments that we, you know what, it's hard. Why is it so hard for us to call ourselves an artist? And what really is the difference between a crafter and an artist anyway?
I think that the self-doubt comes in. You feel like if you say I'm an artist, somebody's going to look at your things and go, yeah, but are you? In my day, back in the day, to me, an artist was someone like an Aggie who went to the Art Institute and studied art and could say that she was, you know, trained in art. I think that there are so many amazing artists in the world who are just trained over experience of years and years and years of painting. And to me, when I started selling, when I started to really put my pieces out there, when I started having collectors that came and bought piece after piece after piece, I began to feel like, wait, hey, I am an artist. The business I had before Shelley Parker Design, I've sold my art internationally to so many different countries, and it's amazing. Those were just little digital images that were downloadable, but still, there are people all over the world that have my art. So, you know, it doesn't make any difference how much you sold it.
Yeah, I mean, the old school way of art in a gallery, that's old school. That's not the way it works anymore. That's not the ultimate achievement, because a gallery takes half your money. You know, we've got the internet. We've got so many different ways that we can sell our art and show our art that we don't need galleries necessarily. It's just not, that method doesn't work anymore. That's not the ultimate goal. You can take control of your own business and sell your art yourself and not have to give half of it to a gallery, you know?
Absolutely. So, Cindy, I sat around a pool with you and we had this talk. Don't make me call you.
Of course you are an artist. If you're making art, you're an artist. If you are creative and you're endeavoring to improve your creativity, you're an artist. I mean, we don't have to make it any more complicated than that. I don't think that's anywhere near accurate. Uh-oh, what are we talking about there?
I think that comment was in regards to being classically trained or going to an art institute, and I think that's true. But we know we all have those things in our head, and we hear it sometimes in the membership. Somebody will say, you know, when I'm designing my own piece, then I'm an artist. No, you just spent that time taking that class, really diving in and being a student of how to mix that color and how to put it on the canvas. That's your piece. Your piece is always going to be different than anything that Aggie paints or whatever I paint. So taking a class is we should be shouting from the rooftops that we are investing in ourselves and making better art.
Yes. because I mean, you're achieving and you're growing and you're striving to be the, you know, you're striving for that dream. There's something calling you there. You know, the world needs the joy and the beauty that your art brings. I know that sounds corny, but I think it's really the truth. I really do. I mean, why not?
When we talk about letting your customers connect with you, that's a big part of what I talk about too in the Etsy store. But you'll find customers, I've had customers purchase from me and say, you know, I saw that you're in Kansas and I don't have any art in my house from Kansas. I'm excited to hang Kansas art. And you know, there are collectors. There are people who are very serious about wanting to collect things from different places. And you know, so it's fun to connect with our customers and provide this art for whatever, you know, whatever they. I get so many messages where people are like, I put your piece on my mantle and every time I see it, it makes me happy. I'm just like, oh, I love that.
It's very special. And I'm telling you, you can make that happen. I want you to imagine that if you're not in the membership, even if you are in the membership, I really do want you to envision that and imagine that. The confidence that you're going to have when you really get color mixing down, or when you really feel more confident with your brush strokes. What if you were to just focus on that for the next month and just knock that off your list, off your bucket list, and imagine that newfound confidence that you're going to have because you focused on that skill for a little while.
We need a prize. It's already almost 7:30.
Oh my gosh, we've been talking and talking and talking. Yes,
we got really deep into the art talk. I love that though, because it's so it resonates with all of us. It's really the big thing, I think.
Okay, I think I'm going to combine two things together: an eraser, a kneaded eraser, and the mixing sticks for this one. Okay.
Yay! Who's going to win?
All right, here's all the names still in here. Tons of names. Linda Holtorf.
Yay, Linda.
Is she here?
I thought I saw a comment from
her. I know. Yay, Linda. All right, let me write this down. So yeah, imagine what that would feel like, having that confidence, you know, also not feeling so alone. If you've got like some kind of anxiety over how to seal your substrate or how to mix this resin, or what if I do this, you've got a whole army of women that you can message. Hey, have you ever done this? And get an answer. You're not alone anymore. You've got support around you. Imagine having that in your back pocket. It's a nice thing to have, right, ladies?
I think that it's also nice to just know that you're not alone. You could be painting a piece and struggling, and you know that all you have to do is go to your phone, get in the messenger, type out a question, and someone is going to be there to give you a little bit of a boost, to give you a little bit of a tip. And it's an amazing gift to just not be alone with the problem that you're having. I do that to Aggie a lot.
What do you do?
Aggie, help. I'm having this problem. What am I not seeing? Because we get so close.
I think I do that with you.
Yeah. And we learned something because we're so close to trying to create this thing that we just can't see it. So we need another pair of eyes. We need help. And once you start asking for that help, you really grow a lot. Someone is saying, I have anxiety over Etsy and the process of wrapping and shipping. That's interesting because one of the classes in Etsy is about wrapping and shipping. I show a couple of
SHELLY is really good at it. The first time I bought something from SHELLY, I really loved her art. I wanted to support her, and I bought a piece from her Etsy shop. I also wanted to see how she shipped things. And man, was I impressed. And she knows her stuff. I'm telling you, you really do a fantastic job with that.
Thank you. It's, you know, when people go to a place like Etsy, they're looking for something that's handmade. They're looking for something that doesn't come from a chain store. They're looking for a little bit of a special touch. So when I package my orders, and I'm sorry for the people who order wood cutouts, those aren't as fancy. You're kind of just getting the wood cutout. But when I have an order from Etsy, I really take the time to make it special. And it's one of the comments that I get on my Etsy store all the time. It was so well packaged. Thank you for the little freebie. Thanks for making it special. So yeah, people want it to be a little bit something more than just ordering from Amazon.
Oh, who's this that said, I guess this is why I'm still in the membership, all the encouragement, but I guess I'm still on the fence. So thank you for saying that. I appreciate you being that honest, and I can totally relate and totally understand. And it took me, what it took me, for me, we're all different, but what it took for me was, wait a minute, I want this. I want this so bad. And other people are doing it and I'm not. Why? Why am I not doing it? I had to kind of look inside of myself, and I realized I really was afraid.
There's no better time than now. You know why? I don't want to wait until tomorrow to do this thing that I love, because it's just another wasted day. I'm putting myself farther away from my goals. So jump in, have the courage. It's hard. And, you know, we talk about that a lot in the classes too. Don't sit down and do a piece and think it's just going to be easy. The struggle means you're growing. The struggle with it means you're learning. So embrace that. And then when you get to the other side and have a successful piece, you can go, look what I did.
Exactly.
How do you know what size boxes to buy, or do you buy lots of sizes? It's a hard question to answer.
I don't think you should give away your trick on that. I think you should. Is this a member? I don't know who's asking.
Come see.
Shelly's got a trick for that. Shelly's got the answer. Oh. I don't know. We don't know who's asking. Yeah, but okay. In the Etsy shop, in the Etsy class, you'll know what Shelly does.
I share it.
Has a solution. A very smart solution for that. That's what I say. You're gonna get all the inside information when you join us. It's worth it. It is totally worth it. You're gonna love it. Well, so yeah, if you're a beginner, if you're mid-level, even if you're an experienced artist, if you're willing to put the time in and develop your skills, we are the membership for you. If you have an open mind, open heart, and you're willing to put some time in, you do have to incorporate these principles that we're going to be teaching you. And like we said, even if you don't do the fish class, like we did this, looking at the brown trout over there, even if you don't want to paint a brown trout, there's going to be some lessons in there. And some, more than likely, we're going to talk about some design principles or some color mixing or composition or technique that will add to your knowledge. That's what you're paying for. Even if you don't literally paint the thing, you should still watch the class. You're going to learn so much.
Exactly. So, yeah. And in the classes, we always give the paint mix worksheets. So the same thing holds true there. Even if you're not painting that particular piece, if you'll print out that worksheet and then print out the color mixes that you're being given, you may be doing a piece somewhere down the road and think, what was that amazing green that Aggie mixed for this one piece? I'm going to go back to my notebook. I didn't have a notebook for a while. I do have a pretty fun notebook now.
That looks really nice.
Of all of and they're scribbles. They really are. Especially the ones that are just for myself. They're scribbles, but that's okay. there's still a little paint swatch in there and still the mix.
We all need to remember that our paintings completed in the classes may not look exactly like Aggie and Shelly's, but that will make them unique for you. I learned something from every class I review, yeah, that's what I was just saying. Thank you, Dolores.
Exactly, Dolores.
Yeah, there's always a little something there. And here's Sandy saying, if you just want to create fun pieces for your own enjoyment, this is your place. Yeah, I mean, you don't have to sell. You don't have to do the shows or any of that. We are really into the zen of color mixing and the zen of cutting glass. It's very therapeutic. Definitely. I know for me, I had not the greatest childhood, but my art saved me. I really do. I know that art saved me. I spent, probably a lot of time, more than most kids, drawing and painting, in my own little world. And you find that out from a lot of actors, that they had stuff going on in their life and they developed their own little world and they became really good at something, And of course, I think nowadays we need it more than ever. We need something calming, something we can control, something that we can just sit and kind of focus on this and not think about other things.
We hear that a lot in the membership. People will say, well, how do I charge someone for a piece that took me 5,473,222 hours to paint?
Oh my God. Can you repeat that number?
But you know what I mean? We can get so fixated on, I need to sell this piece, and I don't do that. I sit down and I enjoy the painting process and sell it. I don't expect somebody to pay me for every moment that it took me to figure out the perfect green for my largemouth bass piece. So it's fun that you can do the thing you love, relax and paint, and then sell it. It's a bonus. I'm here for you. I'm here to help you.
Yeah, and you can apply a lot of the. You can apply a lot of Shelly's insights to other types of selling and customer relationship building. I think you are very gifted in that, Shelly. She just, we had someone just today asking a question about maybe joining just a little bit later because she's going on vacation. And I'm like, do you want to answer that? She's like, yeah, I'll answer that. And I went back and read her message. I'm like, damn, I couldn't have said it as nicely as she said that. She's just so, and it just rolls off your tongue. I'm not you're just gifted. You're gifted.
Oh, thanks. I just know what it means to me. I know what I like to do. The question was from a friend who was thinking about joining, but going on vacation. Then I was like, this is a perfect time really to join because you'll have the ability to come into the classes. You can watch the classes. We suggest that when you come, before you decide to actually paint a piece that's got you so inspired, sit down and just watch the classes. Just relax and go through the classes. Thank you, Teresa.
Yeah, Shelly really is sweet. Very blessed that Shelly came along into my life.
You guys are so nice.
I'm sweet too, though, right? Anyway, I'm sweet when I'm giving out gifts. So I'm going to do another prize.
A prize.
All right, here we go. This is going to be the seed beads and the stylus embossing tool. Who's going to win it?
I still need a stylus.
You don't have it?
I still don't have it. It's kind of like the Payne's Gray thing. I didn't get Payne's Gray for a long time.
Tanya Goss again. Tanya Goss, you won. All right, I'm going to hold out to the end for the resin. We've still got this resin kit. What's going to win?
Tanya got the seed beads and the stylus.
Yeah. And then I've got 2 scrubby soaps. Should I send them together or separately to somebody?
I don't know. It depends upon how much do you want to box them? You're
It's
the one
just as easy to go in a bag.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Let me tape this to that. I discovered that if I tape the person's name to the prize, I won't get it messed up later.
And I'm hoping that when I type it in here, it helps too if we ever do need to go back through.
Oh, I didn't realize you were typing the prize item in there. So did you guys see the final reveal? Did anybody? I didn't do a video or a photo on it today. Did you guys get to see it?
Aggie was too cold. She didn't want to come down.
Oh, it's just been 68 degrees in the studio, which I know I shouldn't let it get that cold down here. But anyway, here it is.
So pretty. Honestly, and I know I'm weird.
Okay, no.
My favorite part of this piece really is the waterline.
Oh, yeah?
It's so interesting, the waterline and the stem.
Okay.
I know. It's weird.
Oh, there you can really see the sheen of the pearlized metallic.
And the resin. It's so...
Yeah.
Dolores said, Shelly, you might remember when we did the largemouth bass, I called mine the flashy fish. Mine was a little different. I sold 2 of those and have a 3rd to do. You know, I love that. That was one of the first painting classes that I did. And that was before Aggie and I were partners. I was just coming in to show my piece. And I was so nervous.
Aww.
Because, you know, you don't paint live in front of people very often. So I was nervous, and everybody was so sweet and supportive, and I really appreciate you guys. There's Aggie's brown trout.
Yeah, here now this one does not have glass and resin on it.
I'll get my.
So I did 2 versions. I think the live one, I added glass and resin to it. That's such a great story, Dolores. Oh, we love you guys hanging out with us. Thank you so much.
I love it.
Oh, Shelly's is awesome. Look at that. Oh, it's so pretty.
So I didn't add glass to this piece because it is a usable cutting board, and I didn't want, you know, if somebody was using it for a charcuterie board or something like that, I didn't want people reaching in and possibly.
You know, I forgot about that. Yeah. That's the largemouth bass. That's the name of that class, largemouth bass. How did I forget about that class?
I'm hurt.
I don't think I have enough images of that, to tell you the truth. I think that's why. I'm
going to go to bed crying because I largemouth. Yeah, actually, in this class, we did it 2 different ways. We did it on this cutting board, and we did it in a framed piece with glass, and I did sell that one. I don't have that one to show you. Somebody bought it. And that's the other fun thing about doing some of these pieces. Recently, I did the Magnolia class, and that piece sold right away, and I was a little sad to box that out.
We get kind of attached to these pieces, right?
Yeah, I love that piece.
And you know, I say if you really love the piece, keep it. Don't sell it. I was just talking to Lori. Lori did an incredible job on her, and I still want to remember the name of those birds. Sandpipers. My brain still. But she did such a great job on it, and she goes, well, did you notice that I didn't say that it's for sale? I'm like, actually, no, I didn't even realize that. I was so enamored with looking at it, you know.
I did see someone comment on Lori's piece and say, oh, that's my new favorite. So I was wondering then if that Lori's going to be like hanging on to it with white knuckles to keep it, because she's gonna have people pulling it away. Yeah, the flamingos.
Yeah, they're so much fun. So yeah, any questions? Does anybody have any questions at all about the class? And then also, if you would comment below, let us know. Do you think you're actually going to do one of these spring floral pieces? Have you started yours? Show us your glass. How would you do yours different, or do you want to do yours exactly the same?
Yeah, I'd love to hear that if you're going to do it the same, or if you're going to change it up a little bit. Both are fun, and it's fun when you do, if you do more than one. It's fun to, even Aggie's pieces that she created, it's fun to see the little differences from one to the other.
Yeah, so these are called ranunculus, and they do come in a lot of different colors. They come in yellow and peach and like white, cream, they come in so many beautiful colors.
But you could really promote them as roses. They would read that way too.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming in, Cindy. You're so sweet.
Well, what else?
Denise started painting her substrate. I know Denise is a big.
I think we both went to show that comment at the same time.
I was like, what happened?
Sorry about that.
That's pretty funny. I'm going to do a lot tomorrow. Yeah. Yeah, I really would. As you guys get started, I hope that you will be brave enough to come in and share your progress and ask for help along the way. Because I know that when I met Aggie and had a really true art friend, someone that I could really bounce some ideas off of, I grew so much. So I hope that you'll all grow that way too. Come in, share your pieces, and get some feedback. And we're very gentle. We just maybe try this, and it, sometimes you'll get a tip from somebody else, and you'll think, yeah, no, I don't really want to do that, and that's perfectly fine. Everybody has a different idea. Everybody's going to offer different things. You can take your whatever little tidbits you get that speak to you, that resonate with you, and try those.
Yeah, I mean, I think we all need to get away from our art and kind of come back and look at it with fresh eyes. And sometimes there might be one part that we've focused on so much that we don't realize something over here in this corner. And when your friend looks at it, she might go, well, maybe you want to do something about this thing in the corner. You're like, oh, I wasn't even thinking about that. I mean, I have still done that too. That I do that,
It's very
you can get preoccupied somehow,
It's nerve-wracking though when Aggie calls and says, "Hey, Shelly, what do you think this needs?" And the first couple of times I was a little bit nervous because Aggie is so amazing. But I could see a couple.
By the way, I didn't go to the Art Institute. That's okay. I went to the American Academy of Art.
Okay.
In downtown Chicago.
Same.
They were like our arch enemies, those people over there at the Art Institute. No, I'm kidding.
My husband went to the Kansas City Art Institute, so that's probably what was in my head.
Fancy. Okay, that's a great idea, Lori said. I'm gonna open up the Painter's Journey website and just take you over there. Excuse me. Ugh, really
I feel
quick.
like I've had the sniffles all day too.
So I'm going to share my screen. Where's StreamYard? There it is. I'm just going to share my screen and go to the website. So when you first hop on over here, on our homepage, we've got the coming soon section. Can everybody see this okay?
Yeah, I can see it.
Right?
See it? Yeah.
Good. So we are going coastal next month. April, it's coastal month. Shelly did an incredible seascape, and that had the clouds, right? No. Yeah, that had clouds and sea. And it's not easy to paint clouds and water. Hello?
Yeah.
Oh, and she did an incredible job with that. And now she's designed this class. She's updating it with this beautiful crab and seahorse cutout option. And I don't know what she's got in store for us on that, but.
So basically my idea was to do 3 different versions of the coastal seascape. Let me grab this one too. So we did these 2 in the group already. 2 different styles, different,
Sorry.
That's okay. 2 different styles, different feels. One has more of a big wave focus on the water. One has more of a focus on the sky.
Look at how gorgeous that is.
And so now I'm going to be painting a third seascape in this class. And then we're going to paint the seahorses and the crabs as a add-on piece. So they could be kind of an embellishment to the front of the piece that could be glassed and resined. So imagine a beautiful seahorse maybe over on the side. So I like to give the options. I like to build on the classes and give you guys different things that you can make it your own. You can decide what you want to put on there. So that's my class for the first part of April, and then Aggie's class is the second half of April.
Sorry, I'm not good with these icons about the screen sharing.
That's okay. I never can get you. They work for you. They never work for me. Thank you so much, Cindy. Thank you.
Yeah. So it's a coastal lighthouse, and again, we're going to be painting, distant water and kind of shore water and hills with that lighthouse and some foreground little like sand fence. And so it's going to be kind of painterly and kind of on the loose side. And I think it'll look really great if you do the cutout set, but you don't have to. Again, you don't have to do the cutout set. So yeah, very coastal. I think what's cool about both of these is that you can kind of do your own slightly different color variation. The crab can be reddish or bluish. And same thing for the seahorse. And also even on the coastal lighthouse, there's so many different subtle beachy colors that you can use and vary, that I think it's going to be a lot of fun. And then the white barn in May. Oh my goodness. I'm so excited about that.
I'm pretty excited about that piece too.
Really excited about the other one we're doing in May. Hold on. Go here. Hold on. Let me look at our list.
My brain hurts. I can't think of what you're.
Oh, I'm so fried. Sorry. Okay. In May.
I wanted to point out, as Aggie talks about these different classes, the coastal pieces that we're doing, they're both pretty small pieces. The white barn piece is a giant piece, and I'm offering that cutout in 2 different sizes. So it could be a giant or a super giant piece.
So I went into the cutouts. So there's tabs at the top, and I typed in white barn since she started talking about that. And I want you to know that our cutouts always include the shipping. And so this one, you can get it in a 16 by 20 and in a 24 by 30. Can you even imagine how gorgeous that's going to be? Wow. I'm really excited about that. Shelly did a fantastic job with this design. And then, let's see, I wanted to show you. So the other class in May is the nest. What is it called? Spring Nest?
Oh, Spring Nest, right.
Let me type that in.
Now I remember.
So that is an older class of mine that we're updating. So this is what the cutout looks like. Look at that. Isn't that amazing?
That cutout actually takes over 30 minutes to cut one on the laser.
I mean, it's just spectacular.
It has lots and lots of dimension.
Yeah. So we love designing these, and we kind of go back and forth. Sometimes I create them, sometimes Shelly creates them, and then Shelly brings them into her software and has to refine them for the laser cutter. So, so that they'll work just right,
And sometimes Aggie gets the test piece that didn't work just right, and then I fix it. But what I was going to say about the classes and that what we try to do, the coastal pieces that we're going to be teaching are smaller pieces. For many of us that ship our pieces, we've got customers that really like the small pieces, so we offer those. But we also offer the giant showstopper pieces, like the Santa that's still behind me. So we try to put classes out there that are appealing to everyone. Everybody gets something. So we really think about that as we decide what we're going to be teaching.
And quite a lot of our classes, it's a double class, or there's just, if you really have the time, there's like this one is an old class. So it's I'm going to give you these videos too. This is in there already.
Yeah.
And we're just adding to it. We're adding the update with the cutout to it, you know?
Yeah.
So, and if you don't want to buy the cutout, you'll still get the tracer and you can paint it. So you don't have to paint this version is what I'm saying. You could paint the updated version. They're both spring nests, and it's a timely thing. So that's May, right? No, yeah, that was May. Okay. And then June, we're doing Flower Bike, and I think we're going to do a Mega Monet. So let me show you Flower Bike. I mean, so we've got lots of really great classes coming up. It's a fantastic time to join. How do I get back to that again?
We're already gearing up for what's a very important time for many of us. As we get into July, we're going to start to shift into Christmas and fall pieces already in July.
Yeah, and we're going to really do some butt-kicking fall stuff. And Christmas stuff. Can't wait. Right, what was I looking for?
Flower Bike.
Thank you.
For someone who's never painted before, is it easier to paint on just the substrate or with the cutouts? I'd love to hear what some of our members think who have purchased them.
You guys, ladies, please comment on that. I know I love painting on wood. Even when I did my in-person paint parties, I just love painting on wood. I love canvas too. But there's something about painting on wood. It's more forgiving, and it absorbs, and you can do more techniques with it.
But with the cutouts, also the nice thing is that shape is already there for you. You don't have to trace anything onto your substrate. You don't have to worry about losing your way as you're painting over the tracer. I think it's a great time saver for artists to be able to put these wood cutouts down, paint them. In the Let It Snow piece that I showed yesterday that had the little cardinal, it's so easy to just put a little red on it, and it looks like a cardinal right away.
It is quite a time saver. It really is a time saver, I think.
Christina,
and you know what? It really makes your art unique. I feel like I told Shelly, it makes us untouchable. Nobody's doing this. Nobody else is. Hi, Jane. Nobody else is offering what we are offering with the full-on painting, full-on glass and resin, and now these custom designed wood cutouts. It's just a very unique, layered, fine art piece. These are fine art pieces that you can charge really good money for.
Well, we talked yesterday about doing pieces that are bring the customer into your booth. For the people who like to sell in person, the wood cutouts really are attention getting. But then when you add glass and resin on top of that too, it's so crazy. It like what you get is amazing. You do way better with the cutout. Yeah.
Oh, I love Monet too.
Christina was asking what's the largest size that my laser can do. I can do very, very big. I haven't done anything that uses the pass-through on my laser yet, just because of the shipping. For me to make something that's very, very big and try to box it and ship it to you guys, it would cost a lot. So many times, and you'll see that in the White Barn piece, I designed those, and the Santa piece. Part of the hard thing about designing the Santa was piecing those together so he was easy to ship to you guys. So we can do great big pieces, but piece them.
Look at what Tammy said here. It's been a game changer for her, the cutouts. Thank you, Tammy, for saying that.
I really think it is. And I just saw a comment, somebody who said that it was that they add that the wood adds so much character.
Yeah,
it really does. Whether you've got just a wood substrate or Denise, there's a warmth and a character and a life to the wood. So
is that Barb?
Must be Barb, yeah.
Yeah. Thanks, Barb, for saying that. Yeah.
I cut quite a few.
You can do some custom stuff too. Oh, Joanne. Yay. Hey, Joanne. Do you put glass and resin on all of your paintings in the classes? No, I don't think we do.
This Santa piece, the only thing that has resin on it is the gift and the glass for the bow. Santa himself, he's sitting here because I want to do a sealer over a varnish over the acrylic paint, but that painting does not have glass or resin on it. Maybe I should bring it up closer.
I'm going to give away these soaps now. Let's do another prize drawing. The pumpkins, yeah. The pumpkin stems are fabulous. I told Shelly today, can you send me more pumpkin stems? I want to start my fall stuff pretty soon. I think those pumpkins with the pumpkin stems are going to sell like crazy this year.
I think so too. I sold 5 of those.
Look at how gorgeous he is.
Can you see the layer of the glasses? His glasses are a really cool cutout. See, his hand is a cutout, but there's no glass or resin on him. I just left him as he was.
They don't always need it. He doesn't need it.
Excuse the dust on the frame.
I don't see it.
I can see it.
All right, we're gonna do a drawing real quick.
There's the good.
And then hang out. We got one more big prize, the resin. Oh, we're at an hour. It's 8 o'clock, Shelly. We blab a lot, don't we?
Gosh, we got so excited.
Okay, let me get a good one. Who wants to win?
I want to win.
Denise McLaughlin. Denise McLaughlin.
Thank you so much.
I don't know if she's in here.
I hope she is.
Tonight. Denise, are you here?
I don't know how to spell Denise's last name.
It's like laugh with L-I-N on the end of it. I'm probably saying it wrong. It's probably McLaughlin.
What did she win?
She won the scrubby soap.
Oh.
Last prize is the resin. You tell me when you want to do that. And again, everybody, you need to just send us an email saying, "Yay, I won. Here's my shipping address."
Yay.
What was this? Joanne is saying, I thought there were glass and resin on Aggie's Santa. No.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do have it on mine. Yes.
Yeah.
Do you show the type of glass that was used? Yes, of course. Every class we show you what glass we use. Yes, yes, yes.
It's fun and we love that too when we have members do the class and show us the different things that they did. It's fun to see different things. So yeah, I just love the painting. I didn't want to glass him.
And it's not this membership, it's not just the art. It's not just the painting and the glass and resin. It's how to set up your studio. It's how to start thinking like an artist and noticing things and what to order and what works, and it's everything. It's a way of life. We're not a cult or anything, but I mean it's all encompassing. When you first are really getting into this, there's so much, and so it's more than just the classes. It's, creating a space in your home and kind of letting your family know this is what I'm doing, folks. I'm serious about this. And I need time to do my art. I mean, it's hard to transition. It's hard to get the family to cooperate sometimes. Right. I mean, it's all there. We've all been through it.
It happened that one day my oldest daughter was messaging me. She's in this group, so if she sees this, I'm sorry, Megan. I'm talking about you. She tried to call me and I didn't answer. And then she texted my husband and she said, "What's wrong with mom? She didn't answer the phone." And I was like, people, I have things I'm doing. I can't always answer the phone.
Mommy's not always there for you anymore. Oh,
I
don't mean to sound mean.
No, but it's just we all have that point. Sorry,
mommy got a life now. It's mommy time. It's mommy art time.
We talked about that in the group too. Some of our members are like, "I don't have a studio. I just do the painting on my kitchen table."
Yeah. That's and that's a studio. That's your, I don't mean to make it sound like you have to have a room. You don't.
We all have our thing.
Right. All right. Well,
I love this.
I don't know. I think we've covered everything and then some. Wait, what was that? That was so sweet. We're all winners, Liz. Yay.
Art does make you, we talked about that yesterday too. When you hang out with other artists, you start to think more along the art line. You're seeing comments from other people. It has a way of seeping into your life in the way that, if you want to take your art to the next level, this is a great place to be because there's so much support.
I just want to mention just a few key points, just in case, if you're still watching. Some of the benefits of membership. There are, I haven't counted, but I think there are 250 classes, wouldn't you say?
Oh my goodness, I haven't counted either. By the time you pick the Etsy classes and the Procreate classes, there are a lot.
For sure. The private messenger chat. And not everybody stays in that, and we are not offended if you decide to leave. You can silence it so you don't hear it dinging all day long. Some days we're pretty talkative and some days we're not, but you don't have to hear you could silence, that. The videos, we also upload the videos. Tanya's still watching. She's hoping for that resin. We upload the videos onto YouTube as well. And so you get a YouTube playlist. And guess what? If you keep the YouTube playlist, you have forever access, or as long as YouTube lets us keep the videos there. Yeah. So it behooves you to get the YouTube playlist. And on YouTube, you can zoom in. I don't know if you know that. Here's the biggie. With our classes, you have the rights to sell the artwork that you create from our classes. Not every artist lets you do that.
It's a big one.
That's a big one. We also help you with how to sell. And it's up to you. We don't push it on you. Like I say, we've got this other little chat group, the Star Sellers, and some people, ebb and flow with how involved they are with that, and that's okay. I try to get in there and show stuff I've got going on, and hey, maybe this will help you. If it doesn't, that's okay. No judgment or anything.
Sure.
We do the showstoppers. I don't think anyone else out there is going to teach you how to create showstopper art. I mean, stuff that people, and I don't mean to sound full of myself, but I hope we all get to experience selling our art in person and having a nice big mermaid or something, and people walk up and their jaws drop open and they go, "That is gorgeous. What is that?"
Yeah.
You need to experience that. And when that happened with me, I was like high on fire for a week afterwards. It's amazing. We teach you how to do those, those really big pieces, the big turtle, the big whale, the mermaid, Santa. You need to have a couple of showstoppers in your booth if you're going to do a show.
Definitely.
Not, because it draws people in to buy the littles, we call them. We've got Procreate classes. There's a whole series of Procreate lessons for complete beginners to all the way to advanced level stuff that Shelly has created. And she continues to support you in the Procreate classroom if you tag her with your questions. And same thing with Etsy. a whole slew. They're like bite-sized snippets of classes in the Etsy. Okay, so that's just, I wanted to mention, here's the hardcore benefits. And just in case you didn't know all this, I don't know that we necessarily mentioned them all in that order like that. So
yeah, I love that.
You guys also ask for our opinion on what we want to make. Yes, I poll the group. We try to get all the different things in that you guys want. And it's so funny. I have to say, pick one. And I'll have 5 different things. Oh, can't we have all of them? Well, we can't have 5 classes each month. We just don't have time.
We are still alive.
Somebody says, are you still alive? Barely.
Carol Ann asks, what's different about the Procreate class? I'm not sure exactly what you mean. I think that one of the things that's different about the Procreate classes that I teach are that they're really focused on creating art. So I create digital art pieces that I sell the digital art that I make. So I show how you can do a full digital painting in the Procreate class, but I also show how you can use Procreate for your acrylic paintings. That was a big lesson that I did this week. I did a lot of lessons teaching how to sketch. So using a reference picture and actually sketching from a blank canvas. And it was fun to see what some of the members did with that. So there's a lot of things. And not everybody who is in the group wants to do digital art, but it's a nice way to plan even your acrylic painting.
I don't think I have anything digital to show.
Do you still have my seahorse?
Your seahorse?
Yeah, the little 5x6 seahorse that you ordered from me.
Oh, yeah.
I don't have one in here either. I sell all of them. They go away so quickly. So yeah, there's a lot in there. But for me, the other great thing about Procreate is just learning to use it so that you can, there he is.
So this was a digital file.
The digital painting I did in Procreate, put it on a wood substrate, glassed it and resined it, and he sells a lot. I sell him all the time. Yeah. But so what I was starting to say about Procreate is one of the great things is you can practice your art wherever you are. So you can, if you're on vacation, you just want to sketch something out, or you want to kind of do a little thumbnail on some ideas that you have. It's a great way to practice and conceptualize the pieces.
Yeah, it's a digital drawing and painting program, and it's kind of, everybody's doing it. You need to kind of get on board. In my opinion, I think it's a great tool to have. I highly suggest that you work that into your whole regime.
We talk a lot about just do some kind of art every day, and Procreate is a great way to do that. If you're just sitting on the couch with your husband in the evening watching a movie, it's fun to sketch out something, and all of those things are good practice for you. They just build your skills.
Yeah, I mean, even just to create your own tracers, yeah, it's worth it just for that. So, okay, let's do our last prize. What do you think?
Yeah, Jane has done a lot in the Procreate class. Thank you for that, Jane.
Just looking through here. Yeah, it's a great tool for you. It's another tool. That's a good way of putting it. Yes, you guys. In your arsenal of tools. Yes. Okay, we're going to give away the resin and call it a night because it's almost 8:14, 8:15. All right, who is it going to be? Got a bunch of names. I'm dropping them.
Is this the resin?
This is the resin. Tanya Goss, can you believe it?
Tanya.
Tanya Goss, I can't believe it. Are you still here, girl?
She said just a second ago she was still watching.
Oh my God. That is so funny. All right. Well, we'll be hanging out. We'll be coming in and checking in on everybody and checking out your spring florals. Oh, she's still here, but her Parkinson's has kicked in. I'm sorry, girl.
Okay. That's okay. I did want to point out, as we get ready to say goodbye, we do still have, you can see it along the bottom, we do still have a few spots to get the $25 off coupon for wood cutouts if you sign up for the annual membership. So that's a great little perk to grab onto and get a few of the fun wood cutouts to try. So
can't wait to see you in class. Thank you so much, you guys. And again, if you have any questions, be sure to tag us. You can just start typing out Agnes Friedlander or Shelly Parker, and it'll auto fill in, and then we'll be notified about your question. So thank you so much. See you soon. Bye.
Happy Easter, everyone.
Yeah, happy Easter.